What is going on, guys? This is Dean Outdoor. We'll be focusing on the white bass this video and what bait catches the white bass. Now, white bass are usually around dams, rocky areas, structure kind of areas, and a lot of movement in the water. Now, these fish are prone to be a lot stronger than a lot of the other fish just because of the current, and they are used to fighting the current. So we're gonna go start off. Now, what I love to use catching these baits is just overall crankbaits. Crankbaits work really good for these kind of conditions. So we're gonna start off with this one right here. Had a lot of good catches on this one, which caught me some good white bass, 2 to 3 pound white bass, and some smallmouth on this kind of bait. So I would recommend kind of this color, the shad kind of bait fish color, for some nice white bass. I also use a square bill if the water is a little bit more shallower. I would recommend kind of a clearer, maybe you could do more of a shad color, but a clear color works really good for this kind of conditions. And a nice green top on it. I love this bait a lot, and you've seen in the other videos this bait works really good. Now let's focus on like this one right here. Let's look at this one. This one has a bigger front on it. This is for deeper water, and the reason why this color is so good is due to the pattern and the difference in it. Now, you don't see a lot of baits like this, but they are out there. You can find them. Now, fish will go to a lot more different baits. They'll be more curious about it, and they will actually bite this probably a lot more better than just the average kind of bait. So I recommend kind of this one with the bigger bill in the front if the water is deeper. These two right here can catch some white bass, but the water has to be really deep. I recommend these, honestly. So you got the white and the yellow color. I've used these in other videos too. Shows a lot of great action into it, and these crankbaits work really good. The bottom, really nice colors. So I would recommend kind of these colors. Now let's look at this one. I've got one on a rod already, which is just my ugly stick rod, which is just a shad square bill. So I've already had the shad down there, which is the all white. This one is one of my favorites just because it's just a basic shad square bill crankbait. It has a nice black dot in the middle, and overall, a really nice bait. Now this is for when there's probably an overcast, or you can like during the sunny time, but these baits work really good. I would recommend having stronger line just due to the fact they do fight a lot more than a lot of the other fish. You know, you can use these baits anytime for any kind of species, but white bass especially can bite on these baits really well. Let's move on to the next bait. These are the rattle traps. I have 2 of them. Of course, the shad color, the bait fish, pink front on it. With the rattle trap, there's cool things you can do with this thing. You can throw it, cast it out there really far or whatever, and let it sit however much you want to let the bait go down. So you could let it sit there for a couple seconds, let it get a good depth in it, and then you could start reeling it in. But you can let it sit there until it hits the bottom. These baits work for shallow and deep waters, which is the positive effect about these. And just the shape of it, being able to get through weeds or any sort of conditions. Great baits, and recommend this one a lot. This is the shad color, so let's move on to the next one. This one's more like a sunfish kind of color, like a little bit more brighter, kind of bluegill, kind of something more along the lines of like that. You can see here it's a little bit smaller than the other one, a little bit smaller, but this color, like I said, stands out a little bit more different than all the other colors. So this one stands out, and it can provide a great, you know, the fish will be a lot more curious and being able to bite this bait just a little bit better than just some of the average baits. Got great detail, great shapes, and moves the water excellently. This one takes a little bit longer to sink, but has the same action, same features, and all of that. So I recommend some of these baits like that. Now, catching these white bass are really hard. They're not hard, you just gotta be able to know where to cast it. You cast it along the banks is where they're at, or even a little bit deeper holes. Now let's move on to the next bait here. This bait right here, I don't really use this one a lot, but we will add it into the video just due to the fact that it's a good bait overall. I just don't use it as much anymore. Now the reason why it makes this bait so good is because of the action and the just the details onto this bait that provides a great overall perspective of the fish, and it's super realistic, which makes it really cool. The only thing I would use is for overcast, not during the sunny times. That's the reason why, because the bottom is super bright and the fish are looking at the bait up top. So the fish are looking up at the bait, and the sun hitting this bright color, it blends in perfectly. That's why you want to use more like a shad kind of color, something like that. And it causes just a little bit different varieties in the kind of water to make it look a little different. So this color right here is really good. And that's gonna do it for today's video. Super small little video here showing you how to catch these white bass and what baits to use to catch white bass. White bass are starting to kind of get a little bit more active now, and you can find them kind of along the dams, and even just kind of in the morning time you can find them along trees and anything like that. So thank you so much for watching. This is Dean Outdoor. Make sure you like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.